Signs of aging in older men. You can't ignore 7 subtle changes that reveal your true age. Gentlemen, let's face it, we've all been there trying to dodge the inevitable. Maybe you've noticed a few extra wrinkles around your eyes, or you struggle a little more than you used to when bending down to tie your shoes. And while you might joke about it, deep down, you know these aren't just random changes. They're signals from your body. Aging, whether we want to admit it or not, is a reality. But here's the thing, it's not something to fear, and it doesn't have to take away your vitality or the things you love doing. In fact, embracing aging can be one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself. Let me tell you something. Aging isn't a straight line, nor is it something to ignore. It's a journey, one that comes with challenges, but also with rewards. The wisdom you gain from life's experiences is priceless. And over time, we become more attuned to our bodies, to the subtle shifts and changes that tell us where we are on this journey. But there are some signs of aging that, when overlooked, can leave you feeling a little defeated. These changes can creep up so quietly that you might not even notice them until one day you realize things aren't quite the same as they once were. It's easy to dismiss the odd ache, the sleepless night, or the shift in your hairline as just part of getting older. But here's the thing. There's power in awareness. By paying attention to these subtle changes, you're not just acknowledging your age, you're actively taking control of it. You can still feel young, vibrant, and alive if you recognize these shifts and take the right steps to preserve your health. The goal here isn't to look 20 again, it's to look and feel the best for the age you are right now. Now, I know it's tempting to just push through these signs or tell yourself they'll go away. But trust me, ignoring these subtle shifts can have consequences. Your body doesn't ask for much, it just needs you to listen. The way we treat our bodies today will determine how well we age tomorrow. What you do with this knowledge will shape how you feel about yourself and the energy you bring into the world as you grow older. Today, I'm going to share with you 7 subtle signs of aging that most men overlook, but they're clues that tell you where you stand. These signs are the markers of your body's story, telling you how your time here has shaped you, and most importantly, what you can do about it. Some of them may be easy to overlook, and others might be a bit more obvious. But all of them are part of a bigger picture. And when you start paying attention to them, you'll realize there's so much you can do to age gracefully, to make every year count. So don't worry. This isn't about pointing out problems or flaws. It's about giving you the tools to stay strong, healthy, and aware. Because, gentlemen, aging doesn't mean giving up. It means stepping into the next chapter of your life with strength, awareness, and the wisdom that only comes with time. Let's explore these changes together so you can face them head on and walk into your future feeling confident and ready for whatever comes next. The road ahead is still yours to conquer, and it starts with understanding these subtle signs that reveal your true age. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Part 1. Changes in your skin, the first marker of time. Let's start with the obvious one, the skin. It's the first place where the signs of aging tend to show, and honestly, it can sometimes feel like a bit of a betrayal. You know what I mean? One day, you're looking in the mirror, and suddenly those crow's feet by your eyes are a little more noticeable. Maybe you start seeing a few extra lines across your forehead, or your skin begins to sag in places where it was once firm. Those changes might be subtle at first, but when you stop and look, you can't ignore them anymore. Skin aging is one of those things that sneaks up on you. For a long time, your skin is resilient, bouncy, and tight. You don't think twice about it. But as time passes, things start to slow down. The collagen and elastin that once kept your skin firm and smooth begin to break down. You might notice that your skin feels drier or thinner than it used to. What used to be an effortless glow starts to fade, and sometimes you feel like you're fighting an uphill battle just to keep that healthy shine. But here's the thing. These signs aren't just signs of aging. They're a reflection of the years you've lived. Every wrinkle, every line tells a story of laughter, of challenges, of moments that have shaped you. Your skin is a mirror to your experiences. It shows your battles and triumphs, and yes, it shows your age. But don't view that as a bad thing. See it as a testament to the life you've lived. Now, I'm not saying you need to become obsessed with your skin. In fact, trying to completely reverse the clock isn't realistic, nor is it necessary. But there are simple things you can do to help preserve your skin's health. Start with the basics. Hydration is key. Drinking enough water throughout the day can help your skin stay supple and fresh. Also, using a good moisturizer is important. Your skin doesn't produce moisture as efficiently as it used to, so giving it a little help can go a long way. And let's not forget about sunscreen. This is something I can't stress enough. The sun's UV rays don't just give you sunburns, they break down the fibers in your skin, speeding up the aging process. So, protect yourself. Whether you're out for a walk or just heading to the store, make it a habit to put on sunscreen every day. It's a small step that makes a huge difference over time. Aging is inevitable, but how we care for our skin can make a world of difference in how we look and feel. It's not about trying to turn back the clock. It's about embracing the skin you're in, treating it with respect, and doing what you can to keep it healthy and vibrant for as long as possible. Part 2. Declining muscle mass and strength. The slow fade of youth's power. Next up is one of those changes that might be harder to accept: muscle loss. I know it's not a pleasant thing to think about, especially if you've spent years building and maintaining your strength. But it's real, and it's something almost every man will face as he gets older. Now, I'm not talking about turning into someone who can barely lift a coffee mug, but you'll probably notice, as the years roll by, that certain tasks just aren't as easy as they used to be. Lifting a heavy bag, carrying groceries up the stairs, or even doing a basic push-up might feel a little more challenging. That's because, as we age, we naturally lose muscle mass. This process is known as sarcopenia, and it happens to everyone. But the good news is, you don't have to just sit back and let it happen. Muscle loss can sneak up on you, especially because it doesn't happen overnight. At first, you might not notice it. Maybe you feel a little weaker after a long day, or notice that you're not as quick as you once were. But over time, the decline becomes more apparent, and that strength you once took for granted starts to fade. This loss of muscle can affect everything from how you look to how you feel. Muscle is important, not just for strength, but also for balance, metabolism, and overall energy levels. I know you might be thinking, well, I've gotten older, I don't need to be as strong as I used to be. And maybe that's true. But maintaining muscle strength isn't just about looking good or lifting heavy things. It's about preserving your ability to live independently and comfortably. It's about being able to enjoy life without feeling like simple tasks are too much for you to handle. So, what can you do about it? The good news is, you don't need to become a bodybuilder or hit the gym for hours every day. A little goes a long way when it comes to maintaining muscle mass. Focus on resistance training or strength exercises, things like light weightlifting, body weight exercises, or even activities like yoga that build strength in a low-impact way. The key is consistency. Even a few short sessions a week can make a significant difference in how you feel and how well your body holds up. And let's not forget the power of walking and staying active in general. Muscle strength isn't just about lifting weights. It's about staying moving and engaging in activities that help your body stay strong and flexible. The more active you are, the better your muscles will fare as time goes on. So, embrace the idea of taking care of your body, not because you're trying to turn back time, but because you want to be the best version of yourself at every stage of life. Aging doesn't mean you have to lose your strength. It just means you need to adjust and adapt and keep moving forward. Part 3. Changes in hair. From full to fading. Let's talk about something else that's hard to ignore: your hair. Whether it's graying, thinning, or just losing its full volume, the changes in your hair are a clear marker of the passage of time. For many men, hair is one of those things that can be a bit of a shock when it begins to change. One day you have a thick head of hair, and the next you start noticing more strands on your pillow or hairline that's creeping back ever so slightly. For some, it happens slowly. For others, it's almost overnight. But whatever your experience is, I think we can all agree. Hair changes are inevitable, and they can feel like a punch to the ego. But here's the thing. You've probably heard it before, and I'll say it again. It's not about fighting these changes. You see, your hair is part of who you are, but it doesn't define you. Whether you're starting to go gray or losing it entirely, your hair is just one chapter in your story. It's a reflection of time, experience, and the wisdom that comes with age. And let's face it, there's no shame in a little gray or even baldness. Many men find a new sense of freedom when they embrace these changes. When the hair starts to turn silver or thinner, it's not a loss. It's a sign of the wisdom you've accumulated over the years. You've earned those gray hairs just like the lines on your face. They're badges of honor. But for those of you who feel like you need to address your hair changes, I get it. It's natural to want to hold on to the look that makes you feel youthful and confident. The good news is, there are things you can do. If thinning is an issue, there are shampoos and treatments that can help thicken hair or slow down the process. If graying is starting to bother you, you might want to consider embracing it or even using hair dye to maintain your preferred look. For some, going bald is the best route. In fact, many men find a clean-shaven look empowering and attractive. Whatever route you choose, the key is confidence. If you wear your hair with pride, no one will question it, regardless of how it looks. Taking care of your scalp is another key element. Many of us don't think about the health of our scalp, but as we age, it's important to keep it nourished. Scalp massages, using gentle hair care products, and maintaining good hygiene can help prevent unnecessary damage and keep what you have looking its best. A good haircut or a polished, shaved head can do wonders in boosting your appearance and confidence, regardless of the condition of your hair. At the end of the day, whether you have a full head of hair or you're rocking the salt and pepper look or even a clean-shaven head, it's all about owning your appearance. The way you carry yourself is what truly matters. The changes in your hair are just one of the many signs of aging that reflect your life experiences. And those changes, they're not something to hide from. They're part of the incredible journey you've been on. Embrace it. Part 4. Joint pain and stiffness. The silent reminder. Now, let's talk about something a little less glamorous. Joint pain and stiffness. This one is a tough pill to swallow because it's something that gradually creeps in. You don't wake up one morning with sore knees or an aching back. Instead, it starts with a small twinge here and there, maybe a little stiffness when you stand up after sitting for a while. Over time, those small aches can become more persistent, and suddenly you're thinking, what happened to my body? Why am I sore all the time? Joint pain is one of those silent signs of aging that many men experience, but it's easy to ignore, or even worse, to write off as just part of getting older. But here's the reality. Your joints are the foundation of your mobility, and when they start to feel the effects of time, it can have a bigger impact on your life than you realize. Those stiff knees or aching shoulders might stop you from doing the things you love, whether that's exercising, playing with your kids or grandkids, or just getting through your day with ease. It's frustrating, I know. One of the hardest things about aging is the shift from feeling strong and capable to noticing that your body just doesn't work like it used to. It's easy to get caught in the mindset that this is the new normal, but I'm here to tell you, just because your joints are starting to talk to you doesn't mean it's all downhill from here. There's a lot you can do to manage joint pain and keep yourself moving. First, don't ignore the pain. I know it's tempting to tough it out and push through the discomfort, but the truth is, joint pain that goes untreated can lead to further damage down the line. That's why it's important to pay attention to what your body is telling you. If you're experiencing constant pain, stiffness, or swelling in your joints, consider seeing a doctor or physical therapist to address the issue before it gets worse. One of the best things you can do for your joints is to stay active. It might sound counterintuitive, but movement is key when it comes to joint health. Low-impact exercises like walking, swimming, or cycling are perfect because they allow you to stay active without putting too much stress on your joints. Strengthening the muscles around your joints can also help alleviate pain and improve flexibility. Think of your muscles as a support system for your joints. The stronger your muscles, the less strain on the joints themselves. Stretching is another important habit to adopt. Gentle stretching every day can improve your flexibility and help keep your joints from becoming stiff. And if you experience pain after activity, consider incorporating rest, ice, and elevation to reduce inflammation. Finally, supplements and anti-inflammatory foods can help reduce joint pain. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fish like salmon can help keep inflammation at bay. Turmeric, with its natural anti-inflammatory properties, is another good option to consider. Joint pain is one of the most frustrating and sneaky signs of aging, but it doesn't have to hold you back. Keep moving, stay strong, and most importantly, listen to your body. It's telling you that you need to take care of it, and the better you care for it, the longer you'll be able to live an active, fulfilling life. Part 5. Sleep disturbances. Rest, or the lack thereof. Let's talk about something that's not just a physical issue, but a mental one too. Sleep. Sleep. The one thing we all take for granted when we're younger, yet it becomes increasingly elusive as the years go by. I'm sure many of you have experienced those restless nights where you toss and turn, trying to find a comfortable position, or wake up multiple times in the middle of the night, staring at the ceiling, wondering why sleep just doesn't come as easily as it once did. It's frustrating, isn't it? You've earned your rest, but your body refuses to cooperate. Sleep disturbances are one of those subtle signs of aging that, over time, can take a toll on your mental and physical health. As you get older, your sleep patterns naturally change. You might find that you're waking up earlier in the morning, having trouble staying asleep through the night, or experiencing lighter, more fragmented sleep. This can leave you feeling tired, groggy, and less alert during the day. It's not just about getting fewer hours of sleep, it's about the quality of that sleep too. But here's the thing. Getting a good night's sleep is just as crucial for your health as eating right or exercising. Sleep is when your body repairs itself, your cells regenerate, and your mind processes the events of the day. If you're not getting quality sleep, you're not allowing your body to do its essential work. Over time, poor sleep can contribute to a range of health issues, from weakened immune function to cognitive decline, and it can even impact your mood and relationships. So what can you do about it? First, don't ignore the issue. If sleep disturbances are becoming a regular part of your life, it's time to make changes. Start by creating a bedtime routine that helps you unwind. As you get older, your body needs a little extra help winding down. Consider activities like reading, meditating, or taking a warm bath before bed. Avoid heavy meals and caffeine in the evening, as these can interfere with your ability to fall asleep. Another important tip is to reduce your exposure to screens before bedtime. The blue light from your phone, tablet, or TV can disrupt the production of melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate sleep. Try turning off electronics at least an hour before you go to bed and opt for a more relaxing activity instead. Also, pay attention to your sleep environment. Make sure your bedroom is dark, cool, and quiet, as these conditions can help promote deeper, more restful sleep. Invest in a good mattress and pillows that support your body well. And if you're waking up in the middle of the night, try not to stress about it. Getting anxious about not being able to sleep can make it even harder to fall back asleep. Instead, focus on relaxing and breathing deeply. If these changes don't help, or if your sleep disturbances are severe, it may be time to consult a doctor. Sometimes sleep problems can be linked to underlying health issues like sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, or depression. Don't be afraid to seek help. Better sleep can make a world of difference in how you feel during the day. Sleep is vital to your well-being, and just because you're aging doesn't mean you should settle for poor rest. You deserve to feel refreshed, energized, and ready to take on each day. By making some simple changes, you can reclaim your sleep and feel more energized and mentally sharp in the years to come. Part 6. Slower metabolism. The weight that creeps up. Now, here's another sign that's hard to miss. Your metabolism slowing down. If you're like most men, you've probably noticed that weight seems to creep up a little easier as the years go by. It's not that you're eating more or exercising less. It's that your body simply doesn't burn calories the way it used to. Your metabolism, the engine that fuels your body's energy, starts to slow down as you age. This is a natural part of the aging process, but it can be frustrating when you notice that the extra pounds seem to pile on without you even realizing it. It's common for men in their 40s and beyond to experience this gradual shift. In your youth, you could eat what you wanted and barely notice a difference. Now, even with the same habits, your body seems to store fat more easily, especially around the midsection. This change can leave you feeling sluggish and self-conscious, but don't get discouraged. Just because your metabolism is slow doesn't mean you're doomed to a life of unwanted weight gain. There are things you can do to support your metabolism and keep your body in check. The first step is to focus on your diet. As we age, our bodies need fewer calories, but that doesn't mean we should skimp on nutrients. A diet rich in whole foods, such as lean proteins, healthy fats, fruits, and vegetables, is key. Avoiding processed foods, sugary snacks, and excess alcohol can help regulate your metabolism and prevent fat buildup. Protein is especially important as we age, as it helps maintain muscle mass. As we discussed earlier, losing muscle mass is a common part of aging, and maintaining muscle is crucial for keeping your metabolism firing. By incorporating more protein into your meals, you not only help preserve your muscle mass, but also keep your metabolism working more efficiently. Regular exercise is another important factor in keeping your metabolism active. If you haven't already, incorporating strength training into your routine can help you build muscle, which in turn boosts your metabolism. Even simple bodyweight exercises or resistance training can make a difference. And don't forget cardio. Activities like walking, cycling, or swimming can help increase calorie burn and support weight management. Finally, don't skip meals. It may seem counterintuitive, but eating regularly throughout the day helps keep your metabolism stable. Skipping meals can actually slow down your metabolism as your body goes into starvation mode and starts holding onto fat instead of burning it. Aim for smaller, balanced meals throughout the day, focusing on high-quality foods that fuel your body. The truth is, you're never going to have the same metabolism you did in your youth, but that doesn't mean you're powerless in the face of it. With a healthy diet, regular exercise, and a bit of attention to what your body needs, you can keep your metabolism working efficiently, support your overall health, and maintain a body that feels strong and energetic. Aging doesn't have to mean putting on weight. If you stay proactive, you can stay fit and feel great at every stage of life. Part 7. Memory and Cognitive Function, the subtle decline you can't ignore. As we age, one of the most profound changes we experience isn't necessarily physical. It's mental. You may have noticed that things aren't quite as sharp as they used to be. You might forget the name of that actor you love, struggle to recall a phone number that you used to know by heart, or find yourself walking into a room and forgetting what you went in there for. These moments of forgetfulness can be alarming, but they're also a natural part of aging. As we get older, it's normal for our memory and cognitive function to change. The brain, like any other part of the body, undergoes wear and tear over time. The good news, though, is that these changes don't necessarily mean you're heading towards severe memory loss or cognitive decline. They're a reminder that we need to keep our minds active, just like we keep our bodies active. The brain thrives on engagement and stimulation, so the more we challenge it, the better it performs. The early signs of cognitive changes, like forgetfulness, difficulty concentrating, or slower processing speed, are often subtle and can be easy to dismiss. But it's important to recognize them for what they are, signals that your brain is undergoing its own transformation. And while you can't completely stop the aging process, there are plenty of ways to keep your mind sharp and boost your cognitive function as you age. First, mental exercises are key. Just like lifting weights strengthens your muscles, exercises that challenge your brain can help preserve and improve cognitive abilities. Try learning a new skill, taking up a hobby that requires concentration, like playing an instrument or learning a language, or even doing puzzles and memory games. Keeping your brain engaged with new information and experiences helps maintain its elasticity, which is the ability to adapt and change. Another way to keep your mind sharp is to stay socially active. Regular interaction with friends and family not only strengthens relationships, but also keeps your brain engaged. Conversations, debates, and shared experiences keep your mind agile and help improve your memory. Plus, socializing has the added benefit of improving your mood and lowering stress, which also plays a significant role in brain health. Exercise is also critical for cognitive health. Regular physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, which can promote the growth of new brain cells and support cognitive function. Whether it's a brisk walk, a few laps in the pool, or even dancing, movement is essential for both your body and mind. In fact, physical and mental health are deeply interconnected, so the more you prioritize one, the better you'll be at supporting the other. Lastly, get plenty of sleep. We've already discussed how sleep affects your physical health, but it's also crucial for memory consolidation. When you sleep, your brain processes and stores the information you learned during the day. If you're not getting enough restful sleep, it's harder for your brain to function optimally. Cognitive decline is often seen as an inevitable part of aging, but that doesn't mean you can't take steps to protect your brain. It's all about staying active, mentally and physically. By keeping your brain challenged, staying socially engaged, and taking care of your body, you can help preserve your memory and cognitive function for years to come. Conclusion: aging is not a defeat, but a triumph. Gentlemen, we've covered a lot of ground today. We've talked about the subtle signs of aging, the changes in your skin, muscles, hair, joints, sleep, metabolism, and cognitive function. Each of these shifts is a natural part of life, a reminder that time is passing, but also a testament to all that you've lived through. These signs don't have to be seen as defeats. They are victories in disguise, proof that you've been active, engaged, and present in the journey of life. They tell your story, and they show that you've earned every moment of the wisdom, strength, and experience you now carry. Now, I want to remind you, just because these changes are inevitable doesn't mean you're powerless to affect them. There are simple, everyday steps you can take to improve your health, preserve your vitality, and continue living a full life. Aging isn't about surrendering to the passage of time. It's about taking ownership of your body and mind, acknowledging the changes, and then finding ways to continue thriving. The truth is, life doesn't stop after a certain age. As we grow older, we enter a new phase of life, one that's filled with possibilities. Aging allows you to embrace your history, your journey, and the wisdom that comes with it. But it also gives you the opportunity to continue improving, learning, and adapting. Every day is a chance to become a better version of yourself, no matter how old you are. So take these subtle changes seriously, but don't fear them. Embrace the signs of aging and take action to support your health. Make adjustments where necessary, but never forget that the essence of who you are doesn't change. Your life experiences, the memories you've created, the people you've loved, and the lessons you've learned, they're all part of you, and they continue to make you who you are. Aging is not something to avoid, it's something to embrace. And the key to aging well isn't just about preserving your youth, it's about making the most of the life you have right now. So go ahead, look at the signs, pay attention to what your body and mind are telling you, and use that knowledge to live a fuller, healthier, and more meaningful life. The road ahead is yours to walk, and it's filled with the potential for growth, happiness, and fulfillment. Take it one step at a time, and remember, the best is yet to come.